Chapter 1. The rule in my house. There was one rule growing up. No freeloaders. No perfect score. No dinner. My name is Lena Carter. Since I was 6, every dollar I spent, I earned myself. Waiting tables. Stocking shelves. Handing out flyers if it was legal. I did it. But my cousin, Olivia Carter, lived a completely different life. She was taken in by my family. From that moment on, my parents Robert Carter and Helen Carter told everyone the same thing. She was their real daughter. When I turned 18, Olivia got into the top art program in the country. Her celebration dinner was held at an upscale restaurant in downtown Manhattan. A few drinks in, a neighbor laughed and said, "Robert, you really went all out. Those private art tutors senior year must have cost you over 100 grand. I smiled. You must be mistaken. In our house, no one gets a free ride. I paid for everything myself since I was a kid. If Olivia managed to work and still come out on top, that just means she's talented." The room fell silent. Work, the neighbor frowned. Olivia's never even sharpened her own pencils. Where would she work? I turned to my parents. My father answered calmly, "She has talent. We chose to invest in it." "Is that a problem?" Then he looked at me. "And you?" "Average looks. Always just short of the top. Money spent on her turns into results." "Money spent on you? What would it get us besides a burden?" That was the moment I understood. The rule was never meant for everyone, just me. "Then I won't be your burden anymore," I said quietly. Chapter 2. The break. I turned to leave, but my mother stopped me. "Lena, don't do this. It's your sister's night." I looked at her. She felt like a stranger. Since I was 6, I've never eaten a single meal I didn't pay for. Once I collapsed from low blood sugar and begged you for food. You were throwing Olivia a birthday party, and the leftovers, you fed them to the dog. Silence swallowed the room. My father suddenly grabbed a bottle and hurled it at me. "You're jealous of her." Glass shattered behind me. Then smack. His hand struck my face. "You are not my daughter." I tasted blood and smiled faintly. "Good, because I don't want you as my father either." That night, I signed a formal statement cutting ties. He posted it on Facebook. From today on, I cut ties with Lena Carter. The comments flooded in applause, approval, for the first time in years. I felt like, what they didn't know, I hadn't failed. I had already been accepted, with a full recommendation, into one of the most elite art schools in the world. Chapter 3. The smear. 2 weeks later, I went viral. Headline: Jealous sister ruins art prodigy celebration. The photos told their story. Me walking out, expression cold. Olivia on the verge of tears. Dropping to her knees, my father clutching his chest. The comments were brutal, ungrateful. Pathetic, jealous failure. I read them all. Then I said one thing: prepare a lawsuit. That's when my agent sent me an image. "Does this look familiar?" I opened it. My body went cold. It was my painting from when I was 15, my grandmother's garden. "When's the exhibition?" I asked. "Next week." I smiled. "Perfect. I'll be there." Chapter 4. The reveal. The gallery in New York was packed. Olivia stood on stage, smiling as she spoke. This piece was inspired by a rural study trip. Applause thundered. Her painting had just sold for $1.3 million. Then the host announced, "And tonight, we're honored to have the mysterious artist Noor with us." The room erupted. I stood up, walked to the stage, took the microphone, looked straight at her. "Can you explain how my painting from when I was 15 became yours?" The room exploded. I displayed the evidence, photos, timestamps, studio records, everything. "You weren't even in my life when I painted this. So how did you paint my grandmother's garden?" Olivia's face drained of color. My father rushed forward. "Enough. It's just a misunderstanding between sisters." I laughed. "Sisters? We cut ties a long time ago." The judges called the police. Olivia broke down. "I just copied it. They took her away." And I felt nothing. No satisfaction. Just relief. Chapter 5. The truth later. My father came to see me. What do you want? Name your price. Sign a settlement. I looked at him and asked one question. Is she really my cousin or your daughter? His face twisted with rage. But I already had my answer. Favoritism wasn't random. It never was. Your reputation has nothing to do with me. I walked away. Chapter 6. Goodbye. Over the holidays, I was tricked into returning to a family gathering. Everyone was there. The first thing they said, Neil, I laughed. Then I told the truth. Everything. My mother collapsed. My father lost the last shred of dignity he had left. I walked out with my suitcase. This time, I didn't look back. A month later, I left for Milan on a full scholarship. Right before boarding, my mother sent a message. I'm sorry, I didn't reply. 6 months later, I stood in the sunlight, sketching in Milan. My aunt came to visit. I watched her walk toward me, and, without thinking, I smiled. Some people are not worth turning back for, but some people are worth walking farther for.